Downrange Stat Attack Sports here with Big Mo. How's everybody doing today? Well, today I'm going to be talking about drafting from the fourth pick, and this is for one of my subscribers, Sienna, who asked for some help. So she's over here in a draft with friends and family, so we'll go ahead and give her a little bit of help here. She's drafting from the fourth pick, so that's what this video is dedicated to. All right, guys. First target, first round. We're going to go with round one targets. I would say Atlanta running back Bijan Robinson, everyone. He had 304 carries for 1,456 yards and 14 touchdowns, 61 receptions, 431 yards, and a touchdown. Now, his team is just getting better. They got an easy schedule. He plays in the NFC South. They have an easy bye week is kind of early, but that's okay because he'll kick butt for you in the playoffs because he has an easy schedule there. He should do better. He's going to be a bell cow running back. He's going to get you about the same yards, about the same touchdowns, and everything's going to pretty much be a relapse from last year. So he's going to do pretty much everything he did last year, maybe a little bit more. He might go into his prime. If you can't get Bijan because the number 1, 2, or 3 got him, then go after Dallas wide receiver CeeDee Lamb or Minnesota wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Now, it doesn't matter which one of these you go because either one can do the same. Now, I know a lot of people are looking at the stats, and they probably see, well, Jefferson did way better than CeeDee Lamb. Also, CeeDee Lamb was going with the bum of a quarterback for most of the year. His star quarterback was out for 3/4 of the year. So, CeeDee Lamb, I actually think is just as good as Justin Jefferson, but you can go Justin Jefferson first since he's in the ADP at number 2 or 3. And he had 103 yards for 1,533 yards and 10 touchdowns with Darnold as his quarterback. He ain't the greatest quarterback, but you know what? Jefferson is a QB maker, I guess, because he did it all last year, him and Addison. So it's all good. But CeeDee Lamb's another one. He had 101 receptions with a bad quarterback, 1,194 yards and 6 touchdowns. Now, he'll be in double-digit touchdowns again this year. He has a second wide receiver with George Pickens, who will be in the thrill of the Dallas offense, so that's good. So don't worry about it. Dak's going to come back. I'm not really a big Cowboy fan, but I do believe in Dak during the regular season. I just don't believe in him in the playoffs. So those are your 3 targets for round 1. Round 2 targets. KC wide receiver Rashee Rice. He had 24 receptions, 288 yards, and 2 touchdowns in a shortened season by injury. He should come back, and Mahomes will love having him back. Having him and Xavier Worthy, who will be on the video later on too, as excellent targets, and Mahomes will probably go back to doing 300-yard games again. So right there is a good top target for round 2. Also, Tampa Bay running back Bucky Irvin. Now, he came in the season and replaced White as the main running back. He had 207 carries, 1,122 yards, 8 touchdowns, 47 receptions, 392 yards, 0 touchdowns there. But I believe it's going to go up. I believe it's going to around 250 carries. So he's going to go up to about 1,200, 1,300 yards and double-digit touchdowns I expect from him. He might fall off a little bit on the receptions because they're going to use White, I believe, more. And if he's gone, then go after Green Bay running back Josh Jacobs. Now, this guy had a blank of a season. Can't really curse too much, so you know what I mean by that. Now, he's another cowbell running back. He had 301 carries for 1,329 yards, 15 touchdowns, 36 receptions, 342 yards, and 1 touchdown. Now, I believe that he's going to lose a little bit of time to Marshawn Lloyd when he comes back. And he's also going to lose a little bit of the rushing. I think he's going to go around 280 carries because that way they went in and out and got themselves a first-round wide receiver in Golden. So they're going to probably try to pass a little bit more and get back into the passing game. With Jordan Love last year, he was a little bit injured, so they had to rely more on Josh Jacobs. But he's healthy this year, so Josh is going to fall off just a little bit, but not too much. I wouldn't worry about it if I had to get him. I get him in the second round time and time again, so don't worry about it. He's still good. And then if he's gone, try to get Cincinnati running back Chase Brown. He's another guy that came in the regular season. He wasn't the starter at the beginning, but he ended up getting 229 carries for 990 yards and 7 touchdowns, 54 receptions, 360 yards receiving, and 4 touchdowns. So he's double-digit in touchdowns also. I believe everything's going to go up for him this year. They have a strong team. They still don't have no defense over there in Cincinnati, so they're going to be running the ball very little, but he's going to get those receptions. He had 54. So look at them to score a lot of points and then him getting those 1, 2, 3 yard touchdowns. Now, round three. Now, round three, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to jump for this guy. You got to get the top 3 tight end, and I wouldn't get the first 2, but I would wait to the 3rd round, and I would make sure because you're in the 4th spot, he will not make it back to you in the 4th round. So I would jump and get San Francisco tight end George Kittle. He had 78 receptions, and he had 1,106 yards, 8 touchdowns. Now that should go up. They had a riddled team last year with injuries. Everybody was getting injured left and right with San Fran. And he was one of the lone stars, him and Jennings. So I would go after Kittle real early in the 3rd round if I were you. And if he's already gone for some reason, if he's gone, and you don't want to get a tight end that early, go after New York Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson. He had 101 receptions, 1,104 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Now, Rodgers, he was one of those guys, he kind of favored Davante Adams when Adams came in over there. So that kind of took away from Garrett Wilson. But he does not have that problem. He doesn't have to worry about other receivers taking his share this coming year. So, Justin Fields has a good target, and Wilson, they went to college together in Ohio State. So you can look at those two reuniting, and let's see how they do. And if he's also gone, try Arizona wide receiver Marvin Harrison. He had 62 receptions, 885 yards, and 8 touchdowns in a disappointing rookie season. Now, everybody expected a lot more from him, but I think he's going to take a giant leap in his 2nd year. I think they just didn't use him correctly. They started using them a little bit better at the end of the year, but I think that it's more Murray than anybody else. And Harrison does have to get a little bit more breakaway from people. Let's see if he can do it. I think he's going to take a jump. He has good lineage. His dad was a great wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts. So we'll see. I believe he's going to jump up in the 2nd year. So if you can, get him if the other 2 are taken. Now, in the 4th round targets, another one right here is KC wide receiver Xavier Worthy. He had 59 receptions last year, 638 yards with 6 touchdowns. He started exploding more and more at the end of the year. So I believe he's going to take another leap this year. So there you go for 4th round. If he's not there, go after Dallas wide receiver George Pickens. He had 59 receptions with 900 yards and 3 touchdowns with a horrible, horrible offense. That Pittsburgh offense is meant for running, not really for passing. So now he's with a team that likes to pass. Expect everything to go up there. He's going to run about. He might get even a couple carries on sweep arounds. He's going to probably go around 70 to 75 receptions and probably about 1,100 to 1,200 yards and about 6 to 7, maybe 8 touchdowns. That's what I expect from him. Now, next is one of my favorite runners, Seattle running back Kenneth Walker. Now, last year he was injured, but when he was playing and he was healthy, he was blowing it up. So he had 153. Expect him to get about 300 carries this year, but he had 153 last year, 573 yards. Expect him to easily get 1,200 if he stays healthy, and 7 touchdowns, make that double digits, probably 10, 11, maybe 12. And he had 46 receptions, 299 yards, and 1 touchdown. So expect him to blow it up. I actually really like Kenneth Walker in the 4th round a lot. Now, your 5th round target will be probably Carolina running back Chuba Hubbard. He had 250. He exploded last year with 250 carries, 1,195 yards, 10 touchdowns, 43 receptions, 171 yards, and 1 reception. Now, Carolina has a weak schedule this year, and also have a great playoff schedule. So I expect him to go up on everything. He'll probably go around 275, maybe about 280 carries for right there, and probably about 1,300 to 1,400 yards rushing. I expect it to be around 10 touchdowns again. And then next, if he's not there, go after Tennessee wide receiver Calvin Ridley. Now, this guy with probably the worst quarterback last year had 64 receptions, 1,017 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Now, this guy right here is explosive, and he just had bad quarterback play last year. It was a horrible team, and he still went over 1,000 yards. Now, expected with Cam Ward, the first pick of the draft, expect him to go up to around 8 to 9, maybe double digit on the touchdowns, and probably about 1,100 to 1,200 yards over there in the air. So, and probably about 70 to 80 receptions. And then, guy I'm expecting to take a big leap this year is Chicago wide receiver Rome Odunze. With Johnson as his new head coach, I believe he's going to put Rome in the correct spots that he needs to go. Probably put him in the slot a little bit more. He had 54 receptions last year, 734 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I expect everything to go up right there. But if those other 2 guys ain't there, I would take the shot on Rome, and then later on try to get Caleb Williams as his quarterback. Well, there you go. There's your top 5 rounds. I can't go through the whole draft for you because that's just too much. But this is a good start for you. This will give you a nice core team that's starting everything. Then after this, just go by your ADP, which is your average draft position, okay? I hope this helps you out a lot, Sienna. And you take care. Everybody remember to subscribe, like, and push the notification bell. And I'll keep on bringing some of these stats to you. And I'm going to be doing some more drafts over here, guys. Hope you guys join them. You can see how real people are drafting. And then watch some of these draft videos. Go through the whole thing. I know this might be long, but it teaches you how other people are drafting. It teaches you where you want to go and how to do it, okay? You guys take care. Stat attack.